Hey guys, it's Joanne here, and guess what I have for you today? I finally have my uses for coconut oil. This has been a requested video. A lot of people have been commenting in the comment section when I hauled this big old thing of coconut oil. Everybody was asking me, what do you use coconut oil? What do you use the coconut oil for? So this is the video to watch what I use coconut oil for. So stay tuned. So I finally decided to invest in a big, huge, like, gigunda tub of coconut oil when I went to Costco a couple of weeks ago and I hauled it. And I have been talking for a very long time about saying I'm going to give you guys a video what I use coconut oil for, because I literally use this stuff every single day. Now, I will say this right from the start. I'm going to put a link to a video. One of the many videos that you can find of all the different uses for coconut oil. I'm not going to be covering all the different uses. I'm going to be covering the uses that I personally have used coconut oil before. There's also going to be a link to a blog post from Wellness Mama that has like 101 uses and how good coconut oil is. And that's a really great blog if you want to get all the detailed, more information on what else coconut oil can do for you in your health and your wellness. So let's get right started, okay? There's going to be a ton of them. The first one is I use coconut oil as an overall body moisturizer. So I'm not going to count those as individual things, right? I'm not going to say hand moisturizer, blah, blah. I do have one little technique that's a separate tip, but so when I get out of the shower, I take a glob of coconut oil, and you can see I've already kind of dipped into this. I love the smell of coconut oil. I just take a glob of coconut oil and I rub it all over my body. So that's from head all the way down, arms, body, stomach, butt, legs, feet, hands, back, wherever I can reach it, I lather it up with coconut oil. And I usually do that right when I get out of the shower, right after I've just lightly toweled off. I think it like locks the moisture in, it just helps keep your skin moisturized, healthier. I also use it all during the day, okay? So throughout the day, I have little containers, and I have a smaller size container. You guys saw me haul it at the Dollar Tree, where I keep a little tub of coconut oil on my shelf where I do moisturize myself after my shower. But I have stuff like this, like little containers like this. I keep this in my purse. I use this to help. I just use this when I want to, quickly moisturize my hands or whatever. Elbows, yeah. Keep those elbows nice and moisturized all throughout the day, all over the body. Number one, moisturize the body with it. You don't need anything else. You don't need lotions. Honestly, you don't need lotions. You don't need body butters. You really don't need anything else. We just like the smell of all those other things, right? You can make this smell like great stuff by using things like essential oils inside of this. So number one, overall body moisturizer. Number two, lips. I can use this, and I can use it for like a lip gloss, or I can use it just if my lips are feeling chapped and I don't have any lipstick on. I can use this as a lip moisturizer, chapstick as well. That was number two. Number three, I use it for a cuticle conditioner. So it's great when you're getting ready to do your nails. You can sit there and put this on your cuticles, let it sit for a few minutes, let it moisturize the cuticles before you continue doing your full manicure. So using it for the nails, number three. Number four, I like to use coconut oil for my hair and scalp. So I will say this is that I do have a lot of flyaways and a lot of frizzies in my hair a lot of times, and I use a very, very small amount. You don't want to put a ton amount in because you don't want your hair to get real greasy, but you take a very small amount, you start to wipe it in your hand, and then you can just kind of go like this, and it'll get away. It'll get rid of the frizzies. It'll put like a nice sheen on your hair, and it's also really good for your scalp. I have heard that you can stimulate hair growth and stuff with coconut oil. I don't know. I can't comment to say that that's happened with me, but I do every once in a while, maybe like once or twice a month, I do take a little bit and put it like just in my scalp, and then I make sure the next time, I usually do that the night before I know I'm going to be shampooing, and then that next morning what I do is I go in, and when I shampoo, sometimes I have to shampoo twice around the scalp to make sure you get all the oil out. It's a really good scalp treatment. That was number 4. Number 5, I love to use coconut oil as a base for a salt or sugar scrub. So simply just taking a big scoop of coconut oil and just putting some sugar or some salt in it to make a scrub, a rough base, and then you can just put it all over your body. You can do that. Sometimes I'll do that right when I'm in the shower. After I've showered, I've actually taken a coconut oil sugar scrub, scrubbed all over the body, rinse it off, and then you put a little bit of more coconut oil on once you get out and you've patted yourself dry, and then you feel like you've had like a spa treatment. And that's like I said, that's just the cost of sugar and or salt and putting some coconut oil in it. I have also used coconut oil as a carrier oil for my essential oils. So what do you mean? What do I mean by carrier oil? There are some essential oils that are, for some people, too strong to put directly on your skin, and those would be more like especially the ones like cinnamon bark, oregano, the more hot type oils. Something like Peace and Calming or lavender, I really don't need a carrier oil for it. But listen, if you're trying to make your oil last a little bit longer, it's going to go farther if you take a little dab of coconut oil, and just, if you see this, as soon as it hits my skin, it literally starts to melt. Okay, I can just take it, I can just pour like 1 drop of the oil in my hand, rub it together, and now all this oil that was on my hand smells like lavender. So now I can rub it on. And this is another way that you actually can make a scented moisturizer too. But it's a way that you can also extend the life of your oil and make your oils last a lot longer. Carrier oil away with the coconut oil. Number 7, I use it daily to cook with. Coconut oil is one of the healthiest fats that you can have in your body. I can use up to, I think it's like 4 or 5 fats a day, and I make sure I use them because you need those healthy fats to keep your body healthy. So I actually take a scoop, probably like a teaspoon of coconut oil, and I use that in the morning when I scramble my eggs in the morning. If I'm making a stir fry, I will use that as a base with a little bit of sesame oil for my stir fry. If I'm just sauteing some vegetables for a side, say broccoli, and my favorite is broccoli, carrots, and onions, I'll put a little coconut oil. I use coconut oil for the most times for most cooking, with the exception of meat. I more use olive oils for meats, but any type of cooking that happens with regards to like eggs and vegetables and stuff, I just use coconut oil. To me, I don't taste the difference. It has a really high, has a high heat point, so it's great for my fish. When I do my fried fish on Fridays, you guys notice that I use the coconut oil when I fried my fish. So cook with it. Cook with it, cook with it, cook with it. So I have a smaller container. It's actually an old honey container now because I've kind of downsized a little bit. I have an old glass honey container that I took off the label, and I actually scooped out a bunch of this and put that and keep that in my kitchen. This is actually in my pantry, and whenever I need to refill any of my little containers, I just come to the pantry and scoop out what I need, and then I'm good to go. Cleaning. You can also clean with coconut oil. Just a couple of weeks ago, I was watching online and I saw somebody, because I was looking for how to clean my stainless steel refrigerator. Those smudges are hard to get off. Well, I watched a video where somebody had actually used a little bit of coconut oil with 2 types, with a dry rag and a like those microfiber rags. Put a little bit of the coconut oil on one, keep the other one dry, and you just kind of buff it with the grain of the stainless steel, and then you get where the smudge is being lifted up, and then you just use the other one to buff it away. If you want to see a video with me doing that, let me know, because my refrigerator is due to be cleaned. So maybe I can record it for you if that would be of interest to you. Let me know in the comments below. But I definitely have used it several times since I've watched that video, and it works like a charm. The other way that it can be used for cleaning is that if you have sticky stuff that's like on a countertop or on a surface, you can use the oil in the coconut oil to actually kind of loosen up that stickiness. That whether it's I've done it like on the bottom of, you know how like when you get something at the Dollar Tree and there's like a sticker there, well, you actually can soak it a little bit, get the main paper off, and then you can take the coconut oil, rub it on the bottom, and just kind of use like a squeegee, and just it'll work with, like I said, it'll loosen up that goopy glue stuff and help rinse it away a lot easier. So coconut oil can be used for cleaning, and I'm sure there's many other purposes for cleaning, but those are just the few examples that I've personally used coconut oil. Number 9, also something new that I've started using my coconut oil for, I season my cast iron skillets with them. So instead of using canola oil or olive oil, I have found that I enjoy using the coconut oil to season my cast iron, and I've done that. I do that every time after I use my cast iron, and then I wash it and I dry it. I set it on the counter, I set it on the burner, and I let it dry so that all the water from me washing it is evaporated, and then I shut the heater off. Take a little bit of coconut oil, very little bit, on a rag, wipe it all on the inside, wipe it all up on the bottom, and then I take a dry rag and I wipe it again, kind of get all the excess off, and then I put it inside of my, I keep it inside of my oven just to store, and yeah, and that just keeps it seasoned and it's ready to go for next time. When I first got my cast iron, it came fully seasoned, and I did do 2 or 3, I think I did 3 layers of seasoning on top of that, which is actually baking it in the oven after you put the oil on it, and then letting it cool fully, and then putting it back in the oven. So I have done that too also with the coconut oil when I first got my cast iron skillet. And number 10, which is definitely not, these are in no type of water whatsoever, but I have used coconut oil as a shaving base. So shaving cream, shaving gel, it works just as good as any other shaving lotion, and it actually gets a really, really close surface shave and moisturizes at the same time, and it won't agitate your skin. So that is it, guys. That is the 10 ways that I use coconut oil every day in my everyday living. I'm gonna smell this again. If you like these kind of videos, guys, please make sure you give me a big thumbs up. It really helps the channel. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Joanne. Nice to meet you. If you're new, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button, and then you will get notified as to when I upload new videos. And you can also follow me on all of my other social media. I am at JoannePlans on Snapchat, Instagram, Periscope, Twitter, and Musical.ly.